And as I say, we start the educational arena. Let's play e4. 145 155 is 342. 11 divided by 144, 7%. So implied move is fairly high. Okay, let's play knight f3. Okay, let's start with some educational stuff. Let's play e4, knight f3 here. I'm gonna play d4. Let's play knight takes d4 here. I'm gonna play knight c3, probably the beginner levels, a little bit more recommendable to bring the knight and the bishop out. It's definitely gonna feel much more familiar. Play f3 to cut off knight g4, and then queen d2 and castles. Hikaru, unpopular opinion, you look better with glasses. Thank you. d5. Okay, I'm gonna castle here. I actually misplayed this, by the way. What the heck kind of a name is this? I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna play. Let's play the next game. Sorry, I'm not even gonna play. Sorry, I'm not even gonna play. I'm sorry. That's just unacceptable. I'm not even gonna play. Sorry, that's ridiculous. Play c5 here. Okay, let's play d6 and a6 here. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm just not gonna play. I can have my editors like edit out. I'm gonna go g6 bishop g7 here. My editors will edit it out. I'm just not gonna do it. I think I'm gonna skip NVIDIA. I'm not feeling it. Let me see if there's anything else that I can play in the meantime. Okay, I'll go knight c6, maybe bishop d7. Can't believe I'm trying to do 3 things at the same time. Pan W and Snowflake are the other ones that report post. I don't know where Pan W is. Where's Palo Alto Networks at? Okay, let's go bishop d7 so I can take with the bishop. 387 versus a 408 52-week high. They've missed the last few times on earnings. I do know that. Okay, now I'm going to play knight f6 and castle. I have the 2 bishops here. Great diagonals. Pressure the center with the knight. Just castle here. I'm going to take a look at that one. Okay, I'm going to go e6. Idea to play d5. Open up the center. Use the diagonals here. We'll keep going. What are they at? They're 387, 394, 10 maybe? 1 second. Can we get f5 here? I'm going to take because now I get the open diagonals for the 2 bishops here. This should be okay for me. I have to be careful. He wants a quick attack here. So I think what I'm going to play here is I'm going to actually go knight to d5. Just really try to open up the diagonals, but I don't want to give him queen h4 either. Okay, we get bishop g5 here, which is actually a very strong move, by the way. I'm gonna go f6 to try and win the bishop. I can still trade the knights here if I want to. I got check. I go here. His bishop is hanging. My knight is hanging, but I'm not actually all that worried. This takes. I just take the bishop and I should be fine. Sorry, you guys. I'm actually multitasking at the moment. I'm just looking at some other stuff. Not great odds. Let's take the bishop here. Hands will cross 2750 ever. Who knows? Anybody's guess. It's anybody's guess what's going to happen. My opponent is almost certainly smurfing, by the way. Weakness is everywhere. Let's go here. Everything's a little bit loose for white. Okay, now I can play queen g5 here, and I suddenly hit both of D's knights. It's also a right triangle, so I'm just gonna win the game. This looks winning. Just looks winning. During the viewer arena, you look at chat more than the board. Yes. But I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm actually looking at I'm looking at call options on Nvidia and Palo Alto Networks. Because I'm impatient. I always need to do all sorts of things at the same time. No, I'm looking at calls. I'm looking at calls on both. What am I eating? Oh, that's the third thing. I'm also eating fruit at the same time. I'm looking. At the money's not great. I saw like the 394.10 was like 750, which that's garbage. I mean, if you're not getting 3-to-1 odds, you shouldn't play, or 2.5-to-1 or better, I should say. I never play unless it's 2.5-to-1 or better. I mean, that's what's great. Unlike chess, you don't have to win. I mean, Warren Buffett also said it many times. Like, in order to win, it's great when you can hit like a you can be worse than 50%. Now I'm gonna try to trade the queens here because in the end game I have the 2 Bs versus the knight. I should win the game. I mean, it's great when you can like imagine chess. Chess is terrible. Like, you have to win like 100% of the time in chess. Chess is horrible. Meanwhile, things like investing and other stuff, all you gotta do is win like 40% of the time. Like, it's great to be a failure and win. I mean, look at baseball too. I mean, in baseball, hitters effectively, I've got the 2 Bs here. Hitters effectively, the best hitters in baseball, they're effectively getting 3 hits and 10 at bats. They're massive failures, and they still make tons of money. Like, it's incredible. Let's just take and keep the 2 Bs alive here. I don't have anything in MSTR. I was looking at MicroStrategy earlier. I have Bitcoin quite a bit, so I'm obviously not going to complain. Let's go here and undermine the horse and use D's bishops. Okay, I'm just going to continue to take and look at the B's. They're aiming towards the white king here on the diagonal. I can also just snap the juicer. Why are the expectations so high is what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I can take the knight here because I have an ice here with rook e1. Do I regret selling the Gadden toward Bitcoin? No, not at all, because I did better off of that. No, selling that was correct, actually. I made more money because I sold that at what, 40? I sold that around like 41 or 42 or whatever it was, somewhere around there. Bitcoin's up what, 100%, and that was 3 years ago. The market as a whole is definitely up somewhere in that range. I'm almost certain the market's up 40%. Sure, it was until this week at least. Let's play e4. So I don't know. Like, if I don't have a 3-year chart on me at the moment, but I've done better than if I had held it. Let's just say that I've done better. not even close. Let's play knight f3. Let's keep going d4 here. Actually, no, let's play either. Play the Alpine. I'm losing my mind because now my brain is in too many spots at the same time. I'm gonna play e5 here. Gonna go d4 here, try to open up the center of the board, play queen e4 and play c4, and go from there. Play queen e4. Okay, I will play queen to e2, g3, and bishop g2 here. Okay, let's go g3, bishop g2, maybe c4, maybe castles. Okay, let's just take, let's castle here and keep going. Okay, It's castle. It's my turn. Thank you guys. Yeah, sorry. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna play rook d1, maybe c4 here. Am I an autistic savant? No, I'm not. I'm not. Because if I were a savant, I actually would be a genius, and I'm not a genius. That's the problem. Now, my opponent has problems on the E and the D file here, so I think I'm doing pretty well. Let's go c4, attack the knight here. I will play knight c3, develop bishop g5 here, maybe knight b5. Do I watch any TV shows? I started watching Silo the other day, because when I was at the Miami Heat game, I met someone who was involved with that show, and they just released season 2. Let's play bishop g5, trying to take advantage of these bishops and the weaknesses in the center of the board and go from there. Da 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 da. Bishop b8, good move. I'm gonna go knight d4, try to open it up. I want to bring the boys to the center. I want to use both these diagonals here very effectively. My opponent's bishop's very, very passive on the current diagonals, just not doing a lot. See the bishops? So I'm trying to use my bishops. I also want to open up the center. I do have the very sexy move, knight d5. This is what we call a relative pin. If he takes with the pawn, I win the queen. He can't take with the knight because of this pin. So this is what we call a cross pin, a relative pin, and every pin in the book. Take with the pawn here. Any idea about round one? Yeah. Goes e5. I'm gonna sack a pawn here to open up the diagonals again. I want to use D's bishops as effectively as I can. Go here, attack the pawns. What will be our realistic future? Silo will be? Nah, come on, be serious. We're not living in silos underground. Be real. Of course, I only started watching the series, so don't spoil it, you guys. Don't spoil it. Okay. Now I could take, but I'm gonna go rook e1, try to put pressure on the center of the board here. Goes e4, logical move. This guy doesn't have a rating. Okay, let's take. Go rook c4, try to use an open file. I'm playing this game terribly, by the way, but whatever, it is what it is. Go here, hit the knight. Let's play f3, hit the pawn, try to open up the center of the board. No, I mean, I'm going to play people who have ratings for sure. It must just be an issue. Okay. I can obviously take the pawn. This guy is wait, do you think there's something wrong with the wait? Oh, is there something wrong with my account? Wait, why don't ratings show? Wait. Oh, is there something wrong with my account? No, you're right. Is there something wrong with my account? No, he has a rating. Wait. Wait, why are ratings not showing? That sometimes happens when we refresh the page. This guy's not playing like a 600 either, by the way. Whatever. All right. It is what it is. Let's go here. Maybe I want to use the file to attack the pawn from the side. Good try, but I trade and go here, and now I win one of the pawns, and I'll take, and he's gonna struggle because I start pushing P on the queen side. This pawn is just going all the way up the board, and now I go here and I cut off the knight squares. Knight has no jumps, and here goes my P. That's GG. You're saying because of something it doesn't show. No, but it shows. Oh, you have to change it. Where is the setting to show it, you guys? Where is the setting? Where is the setting? Actually, where's the setting? Friends can shout. Show timestamps. Live. Oh, hide ratings. That should not be a setting. Okay, let me refresh. I don't agree with that. That should not be a setting, you guys. Wait, no. Wait, no, I don't. Wait, I don't want it showing though live. I don't want this showing. So why is it? It's still not showing the ratings though. Play D4 and takes. Wait. I'm refreshing. Chess.com was down for a bit during the tournament. Lovely. 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 Okay, that's a bad move because now I'll move my queen back. Now he creates a weakness on d6 here, and I just activate all my pieces. Go here, castle the king. You have to play 5 rated games to show your rating. Let's castle here and play f3. I don't know what they did. They changed something. I don't care. Not my problem. Okay, plays h5. I'll move my king. Probably gonna go g3, h3, g4. If I go h3, he plays h4. I never got the push, so I need to go 1 2 3. I can't go here because then he is on peasant. Okay, let's go g3, h3, and then g4. Go here, looking to play g4. I'll need to move my bishop first, otherwise takes. I'll lose the rook, so I'll need to move the bishop to connect the rooks first. Very deep idea. Most 600 would not play h5 though. h5 is very deep. First time I beat a GM or the board was Alexander Shapunsky. That was the Marshall Chess Club in 1997. That was in an Alpin Sicilian or c3 Sicilian. It was e4 c5 c3 d5 takes. I believe it went d4 knight f6 knight f3 e6. So it would have been 1997. Let's play bishop e2. Long time ago. Let's push on the king side, open it up. Okay, let's go g5 maybe, or bishop g5 here. I think I'm gonna drop back. I want to go g5 here. I want bishop g5. It's a tough position to play, actually. I don't like my position that much. Free pawn. I don't know what that was. Not a good move. I'm just up a pawn here. I'm just going to push my pawns on the king side now, or queen side too. Basically, my opponent is still not castled. He keeps refusing to castle. But this guy's definitely playing better than 600. That's for sure. Okay, there's a second pawn that I captured. Now, my king is a little bit open here on the queen side, but I can put my knight on d5, b5, or d5 here. He still isn't castled either. Let's go here, attack the queen and the knight on the diagonal. Also, big problem because if he ever castle, I'm just going to take and open up the file on his king. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are writing. Someone's writing in Russian. I don't speak Russian. I can't read Cyrillic, so I don't know what you're saying. Let's go here. 2 extra pawns on the queen side. Uh-oh, there goes the bishop, there goes the rook, and there goes the game. Okay, let's keep going. Next game. Let's play knight f6 this time. Knight f3. I'll play e6 here. Good d5, c5 next move. Is this an Eminem song? This is the Eminem song, right? Let's go b6 here. Okay, with a knight and play c5, bishop b7. Yeah, bruh. Go c5, open up the diagonals for the bishops here. Bruh, abracadabra. Go c5, knight d7, maybe bishop e7 too. Yeah, this is the Eminem song, right? Yeah, this is not it. Let me find the Eminem song. Where do I find the artist? Here we go. This is not good. We got to go to the right version. C D E B D E L. So many Elton John songs. There we go. Why can't I find the song? What is it called? I don't see it. Okay, I'm just gonna move. Let's go here and develop. Oh, it's not called Abracadabra. That's why. Okay, there we go. Here we go. I was like, why can't I find Abracadabra? I was looking through the Eminem list and I couldn't figure it out. Go here and castle. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're back on track. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Okay, that's a blunder because he loses a pawn on the queen side potentially. I'm gonna go a5 here, guard the knight. Knight f6, e5 is a move as well. Oh, that hangs a bishop. Now I take the knight. It's all good. Okay, let's get going. Also, one thing people don't know is usually when I actually stream, most people who watch my stream are second stream, not second or second monitor viewers. So a lot of people don't interact with the chat on a consistent basis. It's very triggering that Elo is not listed. If I refresh, it's still not going to show, is it? I don't think it's going to show. Abracadabra. Go e5 and open it up. Abracadabra. Okay, let's just take extra material. Yeah, I'm a little bit too slow. I'm not talking enough. Let me get back into it. Don't believe Magnus for a second when he says he doesn't care about losing classical number one. Magnus, I think you have to take him at his word, just like you have to take me at my word when I say these things. I don't think he cares. That's a Botez Gambit, by the way. So I think Magnus is being honest. I think he just doesn't care for classical chess anymore, and I don't think there's almost anything that will change his mind on that. And it's something I've learned in recent times much more, like this shifted my perspective, is so many people in the chess world, because the only thing they can think of that has value to them is making the cans or winning a world championship. So many people fail to actually listen to what I say, and they assume that I'm just making it up for clicks, versus just simply saying how I feel. And so when it comes to Magnus, I've had to shift my view too, where basically I thought for a long time I thought Magnus was sort of just like making this stuff up too, just saying whatever just for the sake of it. But now I actually believe that he's like me, and what he says is how he feels. Let's go c4. Let's go after D's knights. He's brought them out too early. Oh, that's a free horse. Now I go knight c3, but this is very triggering. It's very triggering that I can't see the ratings. Take and take. I don't think he cares. I think he's done with classical chess. I think it just doesn't matter to him at all. Now look at D's knights in the middle here. They're just harassing the queen. We're going to assault the king and the rook here. We can even go for the fork. Let's fork the queen. Bishop g5. Here's a family fork. And this is just turning into an absolute disaster. Abracadabra. Okay, let's play a Scandinavian. Abracadabra. Okay, I can take. I can also play d4. I think I'm gonna take and play knight f6 here, or e5. Let's go e5 and f5 here. I don't think classical Fischer Ram is going to be entertaining at all. I don't think it's going to be entertaining whatsoever to someone who's a casual fan. If you're a serious chess player, I think there's something that you can very easily enjoy it. This is a free pawn, by the way, so I'm going to take. But in general, I think I don't really see the. It's trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. I mean, first of all, if you're looking at it from a general standpoint, but then secondly, it's just what Magnus wants to play. So that's why there's an event. Let's play queen d5 and attack the knight. I want to develop the bishop and the king very, very quickly here in the center of the board. It's a free knight. Trade the queens. Just trade off more pieces, because now I have an extra minor piece here. 4 versus 3. 4 versus 2. 3 versus 1. And then we come back. Go here, and I'm going to castle out of the middle of the board. 5-minute chess feels like rapid. Well, I don't want people flagging games against me. If I do 3, they're going to flag. Everybody's going to flag each game. So, yeah. It's castle. So all right, let's bring the bishop out, bring the knight in, bring the rook in, bring all the boys to the party and attack. Let's just go here. Maybe log out and log in. Okay, it's not good. After this game I can do that, I guess, but that's annoying. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay, let's bring the knight in, bring the rook in. Take. I probably will log out because it's one of those things that's actually really annoying me. Really annoying me at the moment. Really annoying me. Let's go here. I'm looking to checkmate him if I can. King is in the middle of the board. How do I checkmate it? Let's go here. Let's go here and then it's mate. There we go. Perfect. Okay, go e4. Oh, I was supposed to log out, right? Okay, let's play d4. Play knight c3 and takes. How can someone stream 5 hours and have the same energy? Because it becomes standard. It becomes routine. I'm gonna play the alien gambit here. What's his rating? Oh, his rating is 2174. I'm still gonna go for the alien gambit. I'm trying to play an alien gambit, but this is actually not an alien gambit. This is just I'm down a piece, but he's got no development here. No development at all. No, just keep going. All right, let's take the juicer on g5 maybe. Develop the queen, castle the king. It's not tiring if you love it. I mean, of course I love streaming. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like getting to do something that you love and make a living from it is something that unfortunately most people in the world don't have the luxury of doing. I mean, it is the unfortunate reality. So no, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I mean, it's the unfortunate reality of life. I mean, that's just how life is. He's still lacking in development here. Some piece is not in the game yet. I might lose this game. This guy's good enough that he might beat me up a piece. Takes. Okay, I'll just take. Got 2 B's. He's still lacking some development here. This bishop and pawns are not quite in the game. I'll take and just play here. Why not? I totally get you, dude. I have to work under 2 goods for nothing. I still want to go bishop f5 and try to harass the knights. I also have a double stack looming as well. All right, let's keep going. Knight f6. Let's go bishop f5. Trying to harass on the diagonals and pin everything. Let's take more pins in play. I have rook d1 as well. Let's go back. I want to go rook d1 here. Good g4. Now I threaten to take everything. There's also bishop f4. These bishops combined with these rooks in the double stack. All my pieces of perfect harmony here. Perfect harmony here. Goes knight d5, so can also go c4 here to keep harassing. I also have f4. I think I'm gonna go c4, attack the knight, still pressure here, go b3, guard everything. I mean, I'm still gonna go rook d1 and stack him on the file. So also f4, so let's go here, rook d1. f4 is still a big threat. This is 5 minutes because 3 minutes is too fast. Most people are gonna flag when they play me. Just go here, stack the rooks. Massive pressure here on the diagonals with the rooks and the bishops. Who's banned? Someone's banned? I don't know. Maybe someone's banned. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe someone's banned. I don't know. I could also take the pawn. I also have f4 here though, which I think is pretty good because now the bishops are very, very active. Just take and take. I don't know why he's offering me a draw. I don't want to draw. I'm up a piece here. I've got a bishop on g5. My king is a little bit weak on b1, so I need to be a little bit careful here. I've learned so much from you. Maybe in the future I can have a job, which I love. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, I'm gonna go here to cover the square. There's no trick with a rook b2 and a double stack. He could take h2, I suppose, but I also have rook d8 still. Let's trade. I want to get the rooks off because now, even though it looks scary, as long as there's bishop covers the square, there's no actual mate here. So I take and I go here, and there's no actual mate so long as he can't use this b2 square. It looks dangerous. My king is actually very safe. My king just runs and I push the p and I win the game. Is kick 95.5? I believe it is. Yes, unless I'm missing something. It is still. Yeah. Yes. So yeah. Okay, it goes there. I'll just go check. I'm gonna try to trade because I think I can just start pushing my p up the board. These two connected pawns are just too fast. Go here, start pushing the p, keep pushing p. Let's just take. Actually, now I can check and go g7 because I can build a bridge with the rook. Yeah, I can build a bridge. I have this move with the rook. I cut him off and now I queen the pawn. It's GG. No draw. No draw. I wish my job was to mate multiple online for everyone to see. Mating people online is a job, just not that kind of mating. Let's make a queen and let's keep going. Next game. Okay, e4 played. I'm gonna play a Sicilian here. Let's go c5. Let's play d6 takes and play a dragon. There are a lot of people who mate online. That's I mean, you're completely wrong on that. Let's go g6 bishop g7 here. What about logging out? You're right, I completely forgot again. I will do that next game. Let's go here. Let's take. Uh-oh. Now I don't have to take. In fact, I don't think I'm gonna take just because the beginner level is not what I recommend. Did I ever play the Nidorf? I played the Nidorf for most of my career. I pretty much stopped playing the Nidorf after losing like 5 in a row to Fabiano Caruana. I lost like 4 or 5 games in a row in the Nidorf team, and I just decided, like, what's the point? I mean, why go into that at all? But it used to be my main opening. In fact, if I hadn't lost all the games to Fabiano, I would have an overwhelmingly dominant score against him in classical chess. Let's go here. I'm trying to use the pins of everything. I also have bishop h6 to create a third pin as well. Go here. Look at the pins with the B's, the bishop. I mean, he's just tied up. Everything is perfectly angled here. Let's go here. Use the open lane. Pins still play. This is why B's can be so good. Have I played every opening? There are some openings I haven't played. For example, I never really played the Petrov until recently when I played the Damiano, but I never played the real Petrov. So yeah, that's what I would say. Whoa, I've got check. Look at the pin. Now all the pins play. Let's take the queen and go rook b8. Like, oh, there's mate here. Oh, look at this mate. Look at that. That's so beautiful. Look at the bees and the queen and everything. Oh, that's so good. So good. Keep going. Next game. Okay. Let's play e4 again. Oh, I said log out. I said log out. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I'm just gonna tell myself in my mind, just no more games. No more games. Just this, after this game, you're taking a break. For whatever reason, you're gonna take a break after this game. Just remember that. Just take a break. That's what I need to remember. Yeah, I need to remember that I'm taking a break after the next game. I don't even remember why, but I just need to remember I'm supposed to take a break after the next game. So that's all that I need to remember. Okay, takes. Let's play the King's Gambit here. Just resign. I can't resign. It won't let me resign. It won't let me resign. Chess.com refused to let you resign before like move 10. Idea is to play d4 and knight f3. Very quickly play for an attack here. Eat tons of fiber in the game, force yourself into break. I've actually kind of become a fan of like oatmeal and granola in recent times, so it's like one of those things that I actually do eat quite a bit of fiber. I know that's a good thing or not, but it's what I do. Okay, let's go here. Attack the queen, develop the pawn, build the big white center. This is pretty classic King's Gambit. Let's go d4, big white center, active bishops. Goes g5. I think h4 is okay here, because I'm trying to really attack him in a hurry here. Excited for Squid Games 2? I'm not excited at all, you guys. I have no interest. Yeah, actually, that's one thing that I would say. I'm one of these people who's a little bit psychotic. Like, I'm gonna go develop the night here. I'm a little bit psycho in that regard. Like, I generally don't waste time on things that I don't perceive to have actual benefit. So like, I watch some TV, but not a lot. Almost everything I do is like hardcore. Like chess. Obviously, I'm serious about chess. Like, I spend a lot of time on the markets. I spend a lot of time reading as well. So like, everything that I do is like, it's almost like I try to be like Elon Musk or something, where like every waking moment I'm trying to do something that has an actual purpose versus just like zoning out. The only thing I do for zoning out is I do play Fortnite. Like, I did play a game of Fortnite before I booted up the stream this morning. Imagine reading. Geek. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Elon plays video games and streams. Actually, you're right. He plays Diablo, right? That's true. I forgot. Exactly. Congrats on winning AK. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Appreciate it. Good try. Good try coming back. I mean, I don't know if Benjamin got to a bad start. He late joined or what happened, but it was a good effort. Okay, it goes there. I can activate the knight here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring the knight in, go for the fork of the king and the rook, and then I can reinforce my center with c3 as well. Let's go here, reinforce the big white center. I have king g1 next move as well, potentially, or bishop e2. Okay, I think I've got to be careful. Now I'm gonna go king g1 to try and set up a dirty trick here where I can take, because the king guards the rook. Hikaru ruined my chance for a second. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I very rarely do stuff that that doesn't have a purpose to it anymore in life. Other than playing Fortnite sometimes. Let's take, because now the king guards the rook. Oh, I missed this. Oh, but I can take and go king f1. Even though I moved my king like 50 times here, I'm actually doing very well, because I've got a big white center with a nice bastion that can fork every which way. Do I trade crypto? I of course hold Bitcoin, but I don't trade it. No. I mean, there was a time that I used to do day trading quite a bit, and it's like, it's just stupid. It's just so brainless. Go here and take. Can you sell calls on BTC? I assume there are options on the the grayscale ETF, but I actually don't know. I've never considered. I'm just going to look to go for the classic family fork or the royal fork. I also have Rook G1 to assault the queen on the G file. The bishop's hitting the pawn, knight H5. This is a great position with a big white center. Let's go here to fork the queen and the bishop. There's also Rook G1 down the road. I think I'm gonna go bishop d3, line up some more fossils, create a connect 5 potentially here. And this is really bad for my opponent. Log out soon, correct? Yes. Okay, now what do I want to do? I think I'm just gonna keep expanding. Actually, no, let's go e5. Let's try it. Okay, let's go f4, build. Let's further reinforce our big white center. Rook g1, a massive threat. Big threats. Let's go here, tickle the queen, and now the bishop's under attack. I mean, it's just very bad position. Takes, he loses the piece, so I'll go here. Now I want to go d5 to reinforce. d5, very good move. I'm going to develop. Very, very good move. Let's go here, so now I can use the G file for the rook. What will I do after I retire? I don't know. It's funny, you know, I've always thought that I want to retire. I'm gonna go here to clamp down, so now his pieces are kind of really stuck. I'll go here. Good move. Let's go here, put the bishop next to the king. How do I win is the question. So I'll try to reactivate. Let's reactivate. Maybe bring the queen over. Let's kick the horse. Let's go here. He is defending incredibly well, by the way. I guess I'll go here, line up the diagonal, check, and GG. I'll go next game. Nope, actually nope, I forgot. Settings, log out. Let me open chess.com again. Chess.com. Settings, log in. I'll probably lose the game on time, but whatever. Play. Refresh. Ratings are still missing. Ratings are still missing, you guys. Billion-dollar company. Billion-dollar company. Let's go knight c6. Go here, bishop b7. Settings are correct. Yeah, I mean, ratings are not hidden. No. Let's go a6 and force a trade. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's go g6 and bishop g7. I'm gonna fianchetto. Let's go here in castles. Girl needs. Okay, let's go here. Let's try to attack very, very quickly on the king side immediately. Trying to attack here with the bishop and the knight and everything coming into play. It's because I log out an active match. Okay, I'll do it afterwards. Let's go here, line up threats towards the pawn. I'm going to go for a double stack. Double stack sounds pretty good right about now. Let's play rook f6, rook f8. Massive pressure, just tremendous pressure here. Okay, let's go rook f8. Keep using the double stack here. Just open up everything to attack. I could take here. So if I take, it opens it up. Oh, I'm gonna get creative here. I'm gonna take. And now I'm just gonna open this up. Look at the two B's on the diagonal. There's also knight g3 to go for a fork as well. Okay, now I take and then I fork this way. Hit the king and the queen and GG. Take off all the material to end the game. Let's keep going. Why does this look like the same guy that got banned earlier? This looks like the same guy as earlier. No. This looks like the same guy as... Okay, I'm just going to play 10 moves and resign. This looks like the same guy as earlier. No. Same guy that I beat earlier who got banned from the arena. I think you can resign after move 10. Yeah. This arena's been a little bit scuffed. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a little bit scuffed. A little bit scuffed. A little bit scuffed. He's gonna stall, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, let's resign and let's log out. Log out. There we go. Okay. Settings, log in. There we go. Okay, let's try again. Take two. Here we go. Let's try again. Take two. It's still broken. It's still broken. It's still broken. Let's play Night 3. No offense, but Andrea should quit DJing. I don't know what you mean by that. I have no idea what you're referring to. Talking about Botez or something? Okay, we get d4 f6. I'm gonna go bishop c4. Now, what's funny is I had this position after d4 f6 all the way back in like 1996, I think it was. I played a tournament in New York City at Hunter, at the Hunter School, and somebody played this e5 f6, and that game was a very tough game. I won it, but it was like a 2-hour game. I made a mistake while creating the arena. Oh, did I? Okay. That's good if that's a mistake I made. Let's go d5. Have you been to Kosice, Slovakia? No, I've not. I've been to a couple of places in Slovakia, but not there. No. Goes c6. Let's play d6, attack the horse here, and I also have b4 to collect the horse on a5. Nobody streams anymore apart from Hikaru. There are a couple of reasons for that. I mean, Levy obviously he is a really good YouTube channel. It's cruising. So for Levy it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Let's go b4, attack the knight. The knight has no square, by the way, because it's going to be captured. But what I would say is, I mean, really the problem is when the whole thing was taking off, and I mean, I've said this in the past, but I would say it again, is that like it was very clear to me from having had let's just take the bishop, from having like kind of like played chess, or seeing how sponsorships and other things worked in the real world before the pandemic. It was very clear to me early on that like relying on sponsorships or thinking that that was going to be the new normal going forward was like questionable. So it was very clear to me early on that it's like you have to maximize it while you can, but also looking for like streaming deals, looking for other things to do was very important. So like for myself, I've done a really good job at diversifying. I mean, I obviously have a platform deal with Kick, which I got a year and a half ago plus now, quite a while. I think that was very fortuitous timing, because I kind of saw the tea leaves that, I mean, I didn't actually know, of course, but I saw the tea leaves and I didn't think the streaming deals were going to exist, and sure enough, probably not more than a couple months after I got that deal, I think that YouTube and Twitch both announced that they would not be giving out platform deals anymore. So my timing was very fortuitous on that, but also just trying to build up YouTube, focusing on like doing as much as I can with chess.com, all of that, really a big thing as well. Really big thing. And I think some of the streamers, I mean, because someone brought the bow ties up, I mean, I think they relied a little bit too much on they were relying too much on sponsorships, and sponsorships were never going to last in the long run. I mean, they were just never going to last. I mean, the amount of money that was being poured in during the pandemic, especially in 2020, but even like probably halfway through 2021, was just insane. Like, it was not reality at all. It was just a massive bubble, and we saw it when some of the esports orgs collapsed as well. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But it doesn't make me happy or anything for people to be like, I'm gleeful that like others aren't, like, don't have that opportunity. I'm not really very happy about it. It actually makes me kind of sad, because it is true that I'm the only person who still is streaming. TSM does not exist anymore. Well, they do, but not really. TSM, I mean, if they exist, they have a couple of employees, and there's no office or anything anymore. I mean, so yeah, they don't exist. 100 Thieves still has their office in LA, but I think they also have cut down tremendously as well. I was at Team Liquid the other day. I was at their facility. They're the only esports org that I know of, at least of the big ones in the US, that actually survived and did very well. Like, they're thriving. They have a ton of employees. They have a couple of offices. They're the only ones. They're the only esports org that actually survived in a very big way. FaZe went public with a $1 billion valuation, and then they were taken private by a company for $17 million. So investors got fleeced out of $983 million. Investors in FaZe lost $983 million. Let's go rookie one here. Yeah, it's only $983 million. I mean, that's only like I mean, what's that? It's just a cool billion. I mean, that's just like, you know, a day in the life of Elon. It's nothing big. It's only $1 billion. Who cares? Play bishop d3. I mean, it's just $1 billion. It's just pocket change. It's just like, I mean, not a big deal. It's only like 4% of Elon's net worth. So like, just, you know, no big deal. Okay, I'm gonna take the pawn here and go check. Actually, it's 3% now. Elon must be worth over 300 billion, I'm guessing. Let me see. Forbes live. Let's see, what is it? Tesla's down, so Elon's gonna be down on the day, but let's see. Today's winner, Michael Saylor, up 1 billion. Today's biggest winner is Michael Saylor. That is funny. Elon is worth 314.4 billion currently. Let's take the rook and move the queen back. Yeah. Okay, next game. Okay, let's play e4 and get back to it. Let's play knight f3. I'm gonna play open Sicilians for d4 and keep going. Let's take. I'm gonna play knight c3 to guard the pawn on e4 and develop. Now he plays knight 6. Now this is what Anna Kramling actually played. I think as a lower rated player, it's a very bad system to play. It's a very dangerous system because you're creating what we call Swiss cheese holes. There's big Swiss cheese on the dark squares here, so if you don't have the opening memorized completely, you're gonna get blown away, especially by someone who's stronger. So I'm gonna go c4 here, attack the horse. Now I do have to play Le Bon Cloud, but again, you see these compromised dark squares around the black king. Very hard to play this if you don't know what you're doing. Now my opponent clearly does know what he's doing, which is why he's playing this so well, but I do not recommend this opening in general. I think it's very dangerous to play this from the black side. I'm gonna play something weird. I'm gonna go knight g3. Actually, this isn't weird because knight e7, I have a3 b4. So go king f3 here. I mean, Swiss cheese is good, but not great. So anyway, back to the point of what I was making though about what I was saying about streaming and everything. Like yeah, I mean, there was a big bubble, and if you didn't really diversify away from specifically live stream where you have like multiple other things going on, relying on sponsorships or relying on live streaming to generate massive income is just like, it was never gonna last. So really, like the people who have done very well are those who have found ways to like diversify beyond it, like myself, like Levy. Because like I would say at this point, I mean, my YouTube is pretty big. It's pretty big at this point as well. So yeah, it's what it is. Nobody's broke, you guys. The point is just that it was a bit of a bubble, and so not everyone made it through and was able to diversify and succeed completely. But it is what it is. We get g5, so actually it's funny, if I take the horse, g4 is checkmate, so I'm gonna take. But it is what it is. It does make me sad though, because when I look back at everything, I'm gonna go here knight f6. It makes me sad because obviously I look back on all that, and you know, people can say what they want, but of course, you know, ultimately a lot of what happened is like I did all I could to push people, did all I could to help Levy, all I could to help Botez, and so to kind of see it all like in a way, like I don't want to say fail, but fade away does not really make me feel very happy. It makes me feel actually quite sad on some level, because it makes me feel like I mean, I know it's not, I mean, it's not my fault, but I feel like in a way I failed. So I'm gonna play queen b3 here. Levy's doing fine. Levy has a massive YouTube. He's doing fine. The point was more about live streaming, and it just makes me sad on some level. Now I can't go a3 because there's a bishop e1 trick. I think my opponent's definitely not 800, but it's what it is. It's what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna go knight f6 to attack the queen. Probably play rook d1. This guy's not 600 or whatever his rating is. Yeah, he's not 600, of course. Wait, what's that? Well, let's go back to play. No, I lost the evening title Tuesday, you guys, so I only won 4 in a row. But it makes me feel sad though. It does, like on some level. It makes me feel sad just thinking about the glory days. Just to think about, you know, for example, like if I use Botez, you know, I rated them every day, probably every day from like every day of April in 2020. Helped them grow immensely, and so to see them not streaming anymore, really, it does make me sad. But you know, it is what it is. Can trade the rooks here and go king f1. Go here and maybe queen d3. I can go h4 to guard the pawn. I can also play queen d3. I think I'm just gonna play h4. But last Friday night. Okay, I think I'm gonna go here to go for check. I think I'm gonna go to infiltrate here. No, I mean, I get that it was a special time, you guys. I'm well aware. I mean, of course, I'm very well aware of that. But still, it just makes me sad. Okay, knight d5, not a bad move actually, because there was a pin in place. So I'll take, and I should win the game. I mean, people still stream, but nobody is streaming except for me and the volume the way they did. Even I stream a little bit less, but I still stream quite a lot every month. So it is what it is. It is what it is, you guys. So yeah, we have a new streamer called Kramnik these days. Yes, thank you. I think Monopoly is the wrong, I mean, in a way Monopoly is the wrong, or maybe not completely wrong. Let's go bishop c4, because now I've got the wide peepos to push up the board. I don't actually know how he's stopping me. How is he stopping me? I don't think he can stop both pawns. The bishop also covers this diagonal's covered. Let's keep going. Let's play e4 here. I'm gonna play the exchange. I always have believed this is the best setup for beginners. Now I am biased because these are the openings my stepfather taught me, but I think they're the best openings. Friday night. Let's go bishop f4, knight d2, knight f3 here. Just develop all the pieces here. I go here, knight f3. This also, by the way, for anyone who's wondering, is in my stepfather's book, which he wrote many moons ago in 1994, I think it was. Best Lessons of a Chess Coach. This setup idea in this exchange Caro-Kann. Do I attribute my chess career to my stepdad? Mostly yes. I mean, chess is a very different game now versus when he taught me growing up, but yes, the openings that I learned how to play, the general knowledge I had, I do definitely attribute a large chunk of it to him. Yes, absolutely. Bishop d6, good move. I'm gonna oh, I meant to trade. Ah, it's mouse. What is that? I meant to trade. Why don't I stream with my why don't I stream? Oh, did he play the wrong order? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, he played the wrong order. He played the wrong order. I could have taken this and this. He didn't put the knight out first. I wasn't paying attention. You're right. But what I was gonna say is why don't I stream with him? It's because he lives in New York. He lives in New York and I live in Florida. I'll still win, yeah, because he's in a lot of trouble with Connect 5. All kinds of forks here again. Mistake, because now I take and there's bishop b5 to win the queen. If he does something else, he loses the horse. Okay, let's just go here. Let's pin the tail on the donkey. Let's take the knight because the queen is still, I'm still winning the queen. Let's take, let's go check. Let's win the bishop. Now I just have an extra queen, and anytime you have an extra queen, you're in good shape in life. Okay, next game. If he's like most New Yorkers, he'll move to Florida soon. No, because my stepfather teaches so many private lessons and teaches in school still that it's different. It's different. Okay. It's really awkward not this is like, it's really legitimately awkward not seeing ratings. I don't know why. It's just really awkward. Let's go here. Let's play the Gucci piano traditional. Bring out the horses, bring out the pawns. I don't recommend this at beginner level. Castle. If everyone is training to play chess, why not stream? It's not too much extra effort. It's extra money. Top 10 already is exposure public. The reason is I'll tell you why. It's because chess is a very tough way to earn a living, and for top players, they're so used to basically getting paid. So for example, I'll give you a good example, and I know we're supposed to be doing education more than general talking, but I'll give you an example. So if I go to a tournament, let's say I go play Grand Chess for a tournament, I am guaranteed to make, let's just say $10,000 if I finish in last place. If I go to almost any tournament in the world, and I'm not talking like me at number 3, I'm saying, or 3, 2, whatever I am, in general, you're gonna get like a hotel covered. In many cases, actually, as an elite player, you're gonna get an airfare covered. You're gonna have no expenses, and you're getting a guaranteed amount of money. Whereas whereas in streaming, you have nothing guaranteed. So you could stream for 2 hours and you could get 5 subscribers and make like $20. And for a chess player, they're used to having this guarantee. You're working with like fixed rules. Actually, fundamentally, even with chess itself as a game, it's fixed rules. Everything is finite. So within chess, the rules are the rules. Pieces move the way they move. And so they're looking at something where they want like, it's fixed. You're gonna get money. You know what you're getting out of it. Versus simply doing it. And I think that's the biggest reason. So like the same thing goes, if I do a simultaneous exhibition back when I was a pro player, you're looking to get a certain amount of money to do an exhibition, like $10,000 for example. So if you have this you have this perceived worth of what your time is, it's very hard to then suddenly do something where you have nothing guaranteed. And that's why a lot of top players won't do it. It's why they never even had an interest in it when I was doing like 2019 before everything blew up, because it's like, what are you doing? You're wasting time. You're not studying. The upside is limited. Why are you being an idiot? Of course, like obviously I was right to do what I did, as we know now, but a lot of players just, they want a guaranteed income, and they figure it doesn't help their chess game. They're thinking about the only way to make money as a pro player, if you do streaming, it's going to affect your chess. It's basically cause and effect. Have I seen the new Greg Musrader interview? Nepo admits to using Stockfish against Hans in 2020 Reddit post. I never go to Reddit, sorry, so I have not seen that. I never go to Reddit. I mean, I stopped going there quite a while ago. Basically, when people just make up stories about me left and right, I can't be bothered. You know, when I see, like, I'll give you a perfect example. I remember like probably like 3-4 months ago, one of the favorite things people like to say is, oh, everybody has a Hikaru story. This is probably the best thing, actually. Everybody has some Hikaru story. And what that actually means is that I played so much chess on the internet when I was younger, and I would get annoyed and write some ridiculously nasty or toxic message, and that's the extent of it. That's what it is. And so many people, like, instead it's like, oh, everybody has a story. You're talking about online blitz games. Like, who gives a flying fuck about that? Pardon me, by the way, I'm just gonna say, but who gives a flying fridge? Seriously, who gives a flying fridge? You get angry, you lose a game. Big deal. Like seriously. And then everyone's at like, oh my god, like, oh, this, that, or the other thing. That's literally what it means. And it's just like insane actually to it's insane to see stuff like that. I was just like, okay, like this is stupid. People are making up complete stories. Like why it's like there's no upside to seeing that junk, so why should I ever go there? Yeah. So anyway, back to the games. Let's keep going. Let's see what is played in this position. Yeah, you get queen e2. Now I am gonna play h4 here, continue to expand on the king side here. Yeah, that's gonna be on Reddit. I don't care. Why would I care? Yeah, you get h3. I'm gonna play f5 here and takes. But yeah, it's crazy when I see nonsense like that. I say it's like, what are you guys even talking about? Like all this stuff, like literally it refers to me like online, like playing games, losing games, and saying like F you. Like, okay, congratulations. I get really angry over chess. I'm really competitive. Congratulations. Like what, you want everybody to be super chill and never get angry? Great. And the other thing that I said, I also said this recently in some, was it Netflix or something? I forget what it was, but you know, I also made the point that the best part about all of that is that everybody gets super angry over losing. The only difference is some people are able to keep it within themselves until they're alone in their room after the game, then showing it. Whereas like Magus and I, we both show it. We visibly show it when we're upset over losing games. That's actually the best part. That's actually the best part. I love that one. That's what I love. Let's take the rook. That's probably my favorite. Let's just take the rook on f1 here, and I can just take. Oh yeah. Okay, so here I'm up a lot of material. I have rook f2. I have rook f8. Off topic, but did you see Jaguars rebound? Jaguars rebranding? No, I did not. No. I mean, that's the only difference. Some players are better at basically keeping it inside themselves and not taking it out at all. Let's just take and play rook e8 and d5 here. So yeah, I have not seen that pose for anybody who's wondering. Let's go d5 and e4 here. Just keep playing the center of the board. Like I remember actually, and I think Vichy might have said this in his book, but there was a Tata Steel event in the Netherlands. I forget, it's like 2014 or something, and in the last round Vichy Anand lost the game to Wanghausen, a Scotch 4 Knights, and Vichy was so upset. You could see it all over his face. He was like furious about the game. You could just see it. He was so angry. But he basically just like was quiet, didn't do anything, and then of course got away from the playing side as fast as he could. And I think to myself, like, do you really want something like that where it's like much faker, people just keeping it within themselves, versus people who actually show their true emotions, like who really care? I mean, used to care, I should say, mostly. I mean, I can still get angry, obviously, like when I played Ali Reza, but in general, let's go d5 and play a center counter. But in general, it's like, I mean, you really want that? Like, I feel like so much of chess is about creating fake images of so many things. It's about like this fake perception that people want to continue to perpetuate. Let's play knight f6 here. Wait, it's been 5 hours of streaming. Yeah, we've been live for 5:05. That's actually where I grew up. That's where I lived once my parents got married, and I moved to New York with my brother and my mom. We lived at 505 Central Avenue in White Plains, New York. Yeah. Okay, I can play knight d7 or bishop b4 here. That is something that bothers me legitimately. It does bother me in chess. There's this the fake perception is legitimately a thing. It does bother me. Let's develop. I can take. There's still a pin in place. Now I take. See castle to connect the towers. I'll go back castle, and now we have D's knights versus D's bishops here. Everything's about being fake, maybe, I don't know, but it's just like the fake perception of chess players being gentlemen. Like, I mean, the thing that I find really ironic in a way is now you start to see that a lot of what I've said specifically related, like, you know, top players and things they say, you know, everyone at some point people thought I just make this stuff up, like I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing it for clicks. And you start to see it with like the Nepo and the Dubov stuff. Like I mentioned this, like people at this point I think have forgotten that, like with Nepo, I was talking about this I swear even before the Cranwick stuff really hit, like in August of 23 or whatever, I already was talking about Nepo and what he really thinks. And a lot of people were like just ignoring it and thinking that I'm just saying something for clicks or trying to be salacious. And sure enough, where are we now? We're like a year and a half later, and lo and behold, pretty much everything I've said has turned out to be true. Play a5 here. I'm trying to attack on the queen side, knight c4, knight a4, push some pawns here, and we keep going. He's created some weaknesses. Also, he can't really open up the diagonals easily in this position. How long can I hold going to the bathroom? Well, I'm drinking my coffee, my second cup of the day, so we'll see. And make no mistake, I don't pretend to be like some like great person. I've never said that for anybody who wants to say that, but like the fact of the matter is it's just like it's silly when people make stuff up. I'm gonna go I'm just gonna take I actually have some issues. If he goes d5 to open diagonals, I could be in trouble, so I really need to slam the door on the diagonal. I can't let this diagonal open. If he could open it, I'd be in really bad shape here. Do I know Giovanni's Italian Deli in White Plains? If it's not an old place, probably not. If it's a new place, I definitely don't know it. But definitely like finding a real job as a streamer versus being a player, like once you kind of win in life, it's hard to be like as crazy and as like hot-headed and as much of a lunatic is what I would say. So now I've got double pawns here, but I have a great bastion that's connected in the center. So what I want to do is I want to start attacking on this B lane. Let's go here. I wear my heart on my sleeve too. There's something to be said for being able to maintain your poise bearing professionalism. I think that's our angle. I mean, you can say that, but you know what I would say to that point is that you're that's like saying I actually would say this, and this will almost certainly get clipped. If every top chess player, let me just say this, if every top chess player are making, like, I don't want to say NBA salaries, but let's just say every top chess player was making $5 million a year, everybody would be super collegiate and friendly with each other. There would be none of this drama if everybody were making $5 million a year. And I would compare that to the NBA. Like if you go back to like the 80s or maybe early 90s, those of you guys who are basketball fans, you'll remember that there were the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons and the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan. And when the Bulls beat the Pistons, was that 93, 92? I forget which year exactly. But one of those years in the 90s, I think the Pistons literally just stormed off the court. And that's beside the fact they literally like shoved Jordan to the floor. They would commit all these hard fouls and everything else. But if you look at basketball nowadays and you compare the generations, it's completely different. Completely different. You look at the players at the end of a regular season game, everybody's like they're not shaking hands, of course. They're doing they're like, you know, the shaking hands or whatever you call it. They're all talking, everybody's in a great mood, like there's this respect and everybody's like so chill. Even playoff games, like you don't see them, like you don't see this like walk off the court, we're not talking, all that stuff. And I think in large part it's because you're not like dogs, you're not fighting for all the scraps anymore. So like I think that's like what I would say about chess is, so like when people like think that's like this professional or whatever, everybody's a dog, everybody's like fighting for the scraps, and that makes it like incredibly difficult. Let's take it's a free rook here. I'm gonna win the game. Let's go here, queen d5 and rook b1. Go here, I cover the square. I want to go for rook b1 and rook h1 with a checkmate here. More right triangles, by the way. But that is my actual genuine take, is that if chess players, like if chess players are making, like all the top players are making 5 million, everybody was shaking hands, everybody talking, everybody in great mood all the time, not even a question. Let's go queen e4. I have queen e3. I also have rook e1 to win the queen. This all looks very, very good for me. So I can play queen f3 to hit the pawn on f2. Okay, GG. Let's keep going. Next game. On and take a bow. I've played what? I haven't played e5 yet. I think I'll play Sicilian here. Let's play which Sicilian should I play here? I'll let you guys decide which one. Nidorf, Dragon, Taimanov, Khan, something else. A lot of people saying Nidorf. Khan, Shevchenko. I'll play Nidorf, but he's probably gonna go f4. That's the problem. Oh no, he's gonna play a Nidorf. Okay, here we go. We got a Nidorf. Go here. play e6, bishop e7 here. Okay, what is this food, by the way? This looks like kebab. This looks like kebab with some green veggies and some French fries. So, okay, let's go bishop e7 and castles here. My opponent is confused. This guy might be 2000. This guy might be 2,000 years old. He might be Methuselah, because bishop h3 is how you used to play chess back in the old days, around like 500 AD. Those of you guys who were there, like I was, you probably remember this is how you actually used to move the bishops when you play Shatranj, the predecessor to modern day chess. You would actually move the bishop. So the way you move the bishop was it would go to like a6 or e6. So I think my opponent is actually like 2,000 years old, and he's one of the ancients who's living amongst us. It's castle. Yeah, those of you guys who are around, you remember in the old days when Shatranj was how we played chess, you'd move the bishop to a6. So when the pawn's on a7, you move the bishop to a6. You go a6, c4, a2. That's how the bishop moved. That's how the bishop moved. Shatranj is Turkish for chess. Oh, is that how they say chess still in Turkish? Okay, because I thought Shatranj was a variant, a predecessor of modern chess. Maybe they just kept it in the Turkish language. Let's go here. My opponent, however, he's a little bit too old, so he didn't learn from the Italian school during the Renaissance period of fianchettoing the bishop, so he moved it to h3, but he did actually learn to put it on g2, which is good stuff. Let's go queen c7. Oh, it's Shatranj? Okay, I mean, I don't speak Turkish. I didn't make the food. My wife made it, of course. Let's eat the fries. Let's take the knight. Let's go b4 and tickle the knight, tickle the pawn. That's pretty good. Chaturanga is Hindi for chess, correct. Schach, you mean in Deutsch? Yeah. Oh, we could take here, but then I take and the two B's play bigly, because the knight has no squares anywhere here. Shatranj is an Arabic word, not surprising. I mean, I assume like all chess words, the really ancient words are either going to be Arabic or Hindi. There goes the horse and we win the game. That's my assumption, right? Not bad Deutsch. I mean, I'm like what am I? I'm like 12.5% Deutsch, so of course I know some German. Now I have an extra knight here, not a bishop. I've got an extra knight, so it's pretty good. I'll just take, so I guard twice with the queen and the rook here. Let's go h6, attack the bishop. Go knight d5 and hit the bishop. Let's take. I have an extra bishop. Just guard the pawn. Rook d6, rook d8. Just get more and more of the force off the board, like I always suggest. Sprechen Sie Español? Español. I don't really speak Spanish that much, but I can speak some. I mean, I live here in America. You might not know this, but everybody in America, it's literally mandated that you have to speak Spanish. Go f5 here. Let's take and play e5, maybe e4 here. I'll just keep pushing my p up the middle of the board. 4 connected juicers here. Make the snake. I can check to tickle the king, and then I push when the king no longer is touching the pawn. And here we go. Let's just go bishop d4 and king f7, king e6. Go here. Just bring the king in and checkmate with the bishop and the pawns. Time for one more game. One more game. Play e4. Go knight f3 here. Let's go d4. Let's take with the knight. Only the opponent didn't get the memo correctly. Trade off when you're ahead. When you're ahead, you always want to trade off pieces. Yeah, that's the goal. Jude Sharp is gonna win. Jude Sharp from Belgium, right? That's Belgium. Yeah, I don't know why the ratings aren't showing. I apologize, you guys, but it is what it is. Apologies. Let's go e5. No squares here. And now he's way behind in development. I'm castling 1 2 3 developed. Nothing developed for black here. Next stream is Saturday. No, I'm streaming tomorrow and Friday. There's the Fisher Random event in Singapore that's going on. Classical chess too. So we're going to be covering that. Now I'm attacking the queen and the pawn. I'm just going to castle. Look at my development here, by the way. Huge development lead. All my pieces are developed. He's got nothing. Look at the number of pieces on this back rank that are underdeveloped. Let's just go here, I guess. Try to line up some pressure towards the pawn. Bishop c5, a very good move, by the way. Very good move to try and finish his development quickly. Anybody else watch Hikaru get all pumped up thinking they can kick arse like him and start a match and they get obliterated? Very common, yes. I've spoken about that effect when I played Fortnite. It's the same thing. It's like I play Fortnite, I watch like Cypher or somebody. I'm all excited to play Fortnite, then I go play and it's not the same experience at all. Not the same experience. Here goes g5. I'll go here again. Perfect development. Still so many pieces underdeveloped. Black is getting overwhelmed here. I've got the rooks on the open lanes. Great knight, great bishop, great queen. Now I just take and the pin plays here towards knight and just a total disaster. How did late title Tuesday go? What do you mean? What do you mean how did late title Tuesday go? I don't know what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean. Yeah, not sure what you mean by that. Okay, I can take e7 here. It's also just rook e1. I'm just going to overwhelm him in the center of the board. Just disaster time. Yeah. I finished second in Title Tuesday yesterday. Second place. Okay, let's take. Fork the queen and the rook with the pawn. There's also queen g5 and queen g7 checkmate. Me playing like Hikaru. Go here, hit the pawn. My position looks very comfortable. Oh crap, I hung my rook. Yeah. Yeah, it's just over. Oh, it's the end of the arena though. We're not gonna get another game in. Let's play bishop c4. Let's go for a quick checkmate. 4-move checkmate. Scholar's mate. Oh shucks, he saw it. I'm streaming tomorrow. We're gonna be covering the Fisher Random event in Singapore, so we'll be streaming tomorrow, Friday. We're streaming every day this week basically. We're streaming tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think I'm off, but streaming a lot. I want to go a5. He stops me. If I get a5 here, the bishop is trapped. No squares available because I cover every square. So a5 is a good move, and now I mean I just go here. Yeah. Am I gonna cover the World Chess Championship? I probably will cover it a little bit. I don't know how much, but I'll cover it some. All right, I'm gonna log into my main account and play some Blitz, I think, to round out the stream.